Hello everyone, welcome back to our Coordinator for tutorials. In this session, we are going to discuss about custom filters in views. So it is a small concept available in our view parser class. Here, generally, people may have some confusion. We have controller filters, we have view filters. By using view filters, we can modify the data which is going to be displayed into the front end. Whereas by using controller filters, we can execute some logic at the time of class loading and we can execute some logic at the time of class execution is completed. So those are nothing but filter events, nothing but controller events or nothing but controller filters. Don't worry about it, that we can discuss later. Let us concentrate on how can we create custom filters in views, guys. To work with custom filters, here we have to open view.php, which is available in the following location: app, config and view.php, and where we can find an array called filters array. So in this filters array, we are going to pass a key and value pair combination. The key is nothing but name of the filter, and this is the value is nothing but the function should be called at when I am applying filter on a pseudo variable. So this is the way, guys. In view, once the filter is created, how we are applying predefined filters. In the previous session we seen, right, how can we apply predefined filters which is given by CI4. So we seen how to apply them. In the same manner, whatever the filter we guys are creating, same manner we are going to apply on the pseudo variable. So let us start it, guys. Now I am going to open my editor. They are saying that please try to open a view.php file, guys. This is the view.php file which is available in app folder. Inside we have config folder. Inside config folder, at the end of it we have view.php, and this is the file I opened here. So we have to find the filters array. In this filters array we have to pass this is, guys. Right, so this is nothing but name of the filter, and this is nothing but when filter applied what should happen, the function, so which is going to be fired when you apply filter on it. Let us do one thing. Now I want to explain you one small situation for you, what type of filter I am going to create you. In generally in real time, I want to display mobile number, guys, 988 or some mobile number 8500669933. This is what the way of displaying the number. Last 4 digit I want to display like this. So not only mobile number, when you are working with credit card processing also, we have to hide some numbers in the credit card and we have to write some logic, right? So let us do and how we can create a custom filter to do this job, guys. So with parameter, for example, if you can pass 4, I want to hide, I want to display 4 numbers, remaining I want to hide. If you can pass parameter 6 to them, I want to display 6 numbers, remaining I want to hide them. 8, if you can pass 8 should be displayed and the remaining should be hide. Let us see how we can implement the same in the by using custom filter. So once you mention the parameter here, guys, this is going to be, I am writing one filter called hide numbers. This is my filter. When you are calling hide numbers filter, we have to execute this callback function, guys. So this is going to be hide numbers. You can take any function name, that is your choice completely. Now we have to define this function. Where we have to define this function? So we have to go to this namespace, coordinator, view and filters. Nothing but, guys, just I am going to system folder here. In the system folder, just we can find view. So go to the bottom of it. In the view we have a file called filters.php. Open this file and go to the bottom of the file and write your function, guys. Right, so this is what is my function. So public static function, public static function. All the functions which we are writing inside, if they are all static, guys, we can easily understand because we are using scope resolution operator here, right? So why we use scope resolution operator? To access the static members of a class, right? Definitely the function is going to be not only this function, you can check all the functions of this filter class, all are public static functions only. Public static function, hide numbers is my function. In this, guys, remember I am passing 2 parameters. First one is string. This is going to be string, and you can take something called value. You can take not only value, you can take any variable here, no problem, right? But remember carefully, whatever the variable, whatever the filter you are applying to a pseudo variable, that pseudo variable value will be available into it, guys, right? Second parameter is nothing but int. I want to take something called display equal to 4. All of you check it carefully. Initially I want to display 4, remaining I want to hide it. If sometimes you may pass a parameter, you may not pass a parameter. If you can pass the parameter, based on that I will execute it. If you didn't pass, I don't want to do anything, guys. That's why I'm taking like this. This is going to be written is going to be string, string string. Now you can just come down. Let us write the logic. So this is the value. Value is nothing but the which is going to be applied to the filter. So where we are applying filter, right? So some pseudo variable, pipe symbol, filter. The value will be available into this value variable, guys. Right? Let us come down. Let us iterate it and let us hide the mobile numbers. By default 4, guys. Sorry, we have to display 4 numbers of your mobile by default. Remaining we have to hide them, guys. Right? Come down. Let us write a logic here. Initially I am taking an empty variable here. So because I want to concatenate them, let us take an empty variable here. Let us write a for loop for $i equal to 0, $i less than strlen, string length of $value. What is the $value? The value which is going to be applied on a pseudo variable is going to be available here. $i plus plus. Here I am writing a small condition if $i less than $display. So $txt dot equal to $value of $i. Just I am concatenating. If the number is below, just we are concatenating. Otherwise, so we have to concatenate with the cross symbol. $txt dot equal to, it is going to be simply make it as such a manner, guys. That's it. Just we can return them. So nothing required here. Just return $txt. That's it. Our task is completed, guys. So let us go and apply the filter. So please check the naming convention here. What is the function you given? Hide numbers, right? So this is hide numbers. Go and check here also. This is the callback function hide numbers, and this is the filter we have to apply into the view file. So we already created a test controller to work with the filters. In this we have view filters. Let us write one parameter here. This is the, now I am in the controller, guys. In the controller, let me take an associative array. It is nothing but the key. Let us give you something 8500 66 9933. This is the number I am displaying. So go to your view of the respect. What is the view we are rendering here? Filter view. Filter view is already open here. So I written something, guys, here. So first let us go and let us execute this. Yeah, this is the output of it, guys. Applying filter views, custom views on filters. Now you can go to your editor. Now you can try to display your mobile number. H3 mobile, mobile, mobile. So we can use pipe symbol, right? Directly I am writing mobile, I am not applying any pipe symbol on it, guys. Let us refresh it, and if we can refresh it, it is displaying mobile number, right? So by default, it is in the filter. What is the logic we written, guys? If you can check it, it has to display 4 characters, remaining should be hidden, right? So now let us apply the filter. What is the name of the filter? This is the name of the filter. Hide numbers is the name of the filter, and go there, just use the pipe symbol and apply the filter, guys. Now you can check it, and if you can refresh it, can you see the 4 numbers are displaying and remaining are going to be hidden. So for example, if you want, you can pass a parameters also. Can you see this is going to be a parameter here? Now I am passing 6. Now what is going to happen? 6 numbers will be displayed and remaining are going to be hidden, guys. Can you see now? It is going to display the 6 numbers and remaining are going to be hidden like this. For logged in users, I want to display some mobile number. For logged out user, if you didn't log in, I don't want to share my information, so then I can display the information like this, guys. Even when we are working with credit card processing also, yes, we can display them like this. So 16-digit credit card number, in this all we can hide them. Last 4 digits we can display them if you want. Yes, so this is some kind of filters, guys, we can apply in our own. So CI4 is providing some filters, whereas if you require a new filter, yes, we can customize and we can create our own filters also. And this is all the way of creating filters, our own filters, right? If you want, you can create one more filter. For example, I want to create, go to your filters file and try to create. Guys, see, remember carefully, this is the way of writing. This is nothing but the value. What is the value? No, what is the filter you are applying, what is the value in the mobile variable, that mobile variable value will be into the value variable, guys. Whatever the mobile value, so that is going to be available in this. And this is the second parameter, that is nothing but we pass this as a parameter to the filter. Can you see here what I did here? So this is the 6. The 6 is going to be stored as a second parameter in that function, right? Sometimes we may create a functions without parameters also, right? So let us do one thing, and I'm going to create one more function here, public function. I want to write some logic to display the vowels count. So let us write here one more function, public function, public static function, right? static, public static function. Let us write count, count vowels, count vowels. This is my function I am writing. So this is have a parameter. Definitely, what is the parameter? You not only value, you can take any parameter here. Now first is going to be string data type, $str I am taking in such a manner, right? So that's it. Second parameter is not required, and this is going to return integer. Okay now, so because I want to count the vowels, so I don't want to write any string, that's why I'm writing this, guys. Okay, now don't go very big logic, just write a regular expression. It is going to be easy for us. We have a method, guys, right? Preg underscore match underscore all, preg match all. So it is going to be a parameter, string parameter we have to pass to it. First is going to be regular expression, guys. Here we have to pass regular expression of that variable. Let us pass the regular expression here, comma, and that is the string to be manipulated, and this is going to be an array. So once the preg match all, once based on the matches done, so it is going to be an array, guys, right? Now you can take this AEIOU, this is what exactly. And the match may be case insensitive. Let us pass I also. Now I think this is going to work fine. Now I just want to write return. If you can take subjects is going to be an array, su subject of 0. Just we can count it, guys. Return the count here. So we will get the total number of vowels in the particular string we passed. That's it. So we don't need to write any logic here. That's it, guys. Now you can go and define the function. So first of all, filter is defined in our filters class. Now we have to come here and we have to define it, otherwise that won't come, guys. So this is going to be, I am writing something vowels, vowels count, count, vowels count. What is the function you created here? Copy the function and paste here, guys. That's it. So this is our function. That's it. One more filter is created. Now you want to display the filter. Now you can come to your review. Now I am going to display this h4 tag. What is my heading? Page heading, right? So let us use a pseudo variable page, page underscore heading. Page heading contains page heading page heading pipe symbol vowels count, guys. That's it. So now you can go. Sorry, what is a filter we applied here? Vowels count, right? Exactly the same key we have to take here. Remember, associative keys are case sensitive. Exactly how we have and all. So page heading contains 4 vowels, 5 vowels, such a manner, just I am writing. So this is not having any parameter, but our mobile number having some parameter to that filter, but to this filter we are not passing any parameter. Let us check it, and if we can refresh it, can you see your output is contained? So my blog heading contain 4 vowels. This number is coming dynamically for us, right? So you can pass any string. For example, now I am passing some other string. Go to your test controller. This is my blog heading, right? So I am passing something called hello, how are you, such a manner I written. So now if we can refresh it, we will get the total number of vowels in the particular string. Can you see that string enter string contain 11 vowels. Not only vowels, guys, we can write some useful logic later in the sessions. If situation demands us, we are going to write some useful logics. Yes, guys, this is how we can create custom filters in views. Don't get confused. Custom filters in views is different, and controller filters are different, right? And please try to see. Thank you, guys. If you have any doubts, please comment under the video section, and don't forget, please subscribe our Codeigniter Go PHP guys. Thank you all.